Happy New Year, my dear friends. Last time we're left on a cliffhanger, Kain just escaped back into the past, and we followed him. So without further ado, welcome back, and you can call me Soul. Let's get into it. Kain refused the sacrifice. Okay, let's go.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner.
This is where we left off last time.
Did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not
Yes,
feel
we're all
with your
vampires
soul
and wraiths.
how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us.
Well, screw fate.
Is an illusion.
We make our own will. We make our own fate.
Sarafan Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not?
Damn, he grabbed me like
One
a
must
sack of
keep his
potatoes.
friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer.
This is all from the ending of Soul Reaver 1. However,
Who better to serve me
this
than those whose
cutscene
passion
was not done in
transcends all
HD.
notions of
It was
good.
done in the game
The
engine.
Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
Hadouken!
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic?
Oh damn, he used a reversible. He used a
Their
reversible
agenda
on
was
me.
the same as ours.
Yeah, the Seraphim had the same agenda as the vampires. They just wanted control.
You nearly had me, Raziel.
This all happened in the game engine, and parts of this we played, but
This is not where
the game is kind enough to recap it for us
fate promises more twists before this drama
in a
unfolds
HD cutscene.
completely.
Although in the game in Soul Reaver 1, he was like limping. It really did seem like we nearly had him. Over here though, he's just like, we hit him twice and he blew us away. He's like, you nearly had me, Raziel. Yeah, and at this point the Elder God was like, if you follow Kain, I can't, like, help you. I can't reach you anymore.
Raziel,
And now we're here.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
All right. And here we go. We're finally here.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
But you won't.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Oh,
Are
you
you
don't?
so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Okay.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient.
Yes, very convenient.
You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then, but consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now,
Show me
Kain
then.
is lying in wait for you.
Where is he
Unaware
waiting?
that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence
Kain
is a
refused the
cancer upon this
sacrifice.
world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you.
So you're okay
Try
with
to
me
keep
killing them?
Casualties.
Oh, keep the casualties to a minimum.
Do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Wow, that's how much he cares about his allies, eh?
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
We had not yet discovered. And here we are, a 10-minute cutscene later, here we are. I'm not cutting any part of that cutscene because I think the story is important. I think we're playing this story. I think we're playing this for the story mainly. Okay, so Soul Reaver 2. We mostly inherit the same mechanics, although this seems a little bit too loud. Hold on. Okay, I don't know why the footsteps seem so loud, but I'll fix it in post if like they're incredibly uncomfortable to listen to. Okay, so we pretty much have the same mechanics. We can jump, you know, we can jump normally. We can crouch jump. We can left click attack. We can look around with right click. We can use the Q to stab. How do we? Yeah. Aim and Q for the blasts. The blasts aren't as overpowered here, by the way. You'll see. The combat changes here a little bit. So, okay. So let's start moving. We can still press tab. And we can toggle our Soul Reaver even though we're on max health. I don't know why that is. We also have a map to view. We're in the Seraphim Stronghold. So, yeah. The mechanics, they are like an evolution of what's already there. So we're gonna pick up a weapon because, again, the Soul Reaver... Oh, he canceled out our Soul Reaver. That was the problem. Right, so shift to auto face. We can block now. So that's new. We can still dodge like we could all along. Is there... Okay, yeah, we have to aim at him to like lock on him. Okay, if you aim away from him, okay, I see. Alright, so right click is still aim. Do we still have our dash attack? We do not. We do not? Oh, we do. I just have to dash and click. Okay. Okay, so let's go beat him up real quick. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit easier to take their soul this time around. Why? Because you can also kill them with your hands this time around. It's not, you don't have to like, use your weapon to kill them, right? So, hold on, can I throw this? Oh yeah, I can also... Oh my god, dude! That guy's head! Poor guy's head. Also, the souls are smaller, they move faster, and they're no longer green. So yeah, Q seems to be a heavy attack now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think the best policy is to lock onto people, yep. Okay, I'ma go unarmed, just so I can show you that you can kill these guys with your hands too. But I guess these are humans, so it's not like lore inaccurate or something. You could kill humans in the... Yeah, see? Just like that, stab him. Yeah, you could kill humans unarmed in the Soul Reaver 1 too. So I guess that's not like something too different. But I think it also works on vampires in this game, although most of our enemies will be human.
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence
like
of my
in the
former
past.
nobility and my life as a Seraphim priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Defiled me.
Now, show us on the doll where the emo kid touched you.
Also, there is more combat in this game. So, oh my god, dude, they deal so little damage. Oh, I guess they wanted to be accurate to the fact that, you know, they're human. Stab! They're no match for me. I mean, they are just normal humans. And I'm a wraith. I'm not even a vampire, I'm a wraith. Get them souls. Oh, give me this soul too. Let's make this easier on ourselves. Let's pick up a weapon just like that. There we go. Cut his head off. Give me your soul. As you notice, we have lost our powers to use the rune, like the rune power-ups. We lost those. This is still the same. We can, there's our Reaver. We can still pass like that. That's still the same. We can still climb stuff. We can still swim.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies.
Yeah.
I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy.
True.
But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Why would it indeed? It's almost like the Reaver is a vampire. Okay. Stab, stab. Oh! I got hit and I lost my Reaver because I'm not on full life. No, dude, give me that soul. No, I want the soul. Give me. The soul disappeared by the time I sucked it. Oh, man. Oh, okay. The combat is a little bit slower here. For my liking, at least. Let's go pick up a weapon. Stab. Yep, gimme. Okay, Soul Reaver's back. Okay. Jump. This still might be... Okay, can we block? Let me try and blocking an attack. Okay, well, we didn't... We blocked it, but like, we tanked the hit? What happened there? Dude, hit her. Stab. The combat in here, you have a little bit less reach and you're slower. Stab, stab, stab. Give me that soul. Quickly, please. Thank you. Okay, you wanna grab that? I don't have my Reaver, ain't I fool? I guess I'm missing a tiny bit. Damn, suck them souls up. There we go, now I have my Reaver back. And this last guy is gonna get it with the Reaver. But first I'll stab you. Oh, let's check out that side blast. Why is it invisible? What? Is the side blast invisible? Is this a bug? Okay, it doesn't do a lot of damage. It does... Okay, he just straight up evaporated my... He's just straight up evaporated. Oh, you... Oh, it's very... Oh, I see. Okay, it's see-through. It's like a side blast. Like a real side blast. Okay, well, I killed everybody. So, this way.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire. How Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus
Yes.
igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement.
The Soul
The
Reaver.
Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible. Until, of course, Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused, and for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leeched to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
Exactly.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are,
did I fucking flick
I can
them?
only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel.
The Elder
To
God.
strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kain is waiting for me.
Why did I chuck the Soul
then,
Reaver?
Raziel. Seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
And that's what they're counting on. Anyone
By
with
my
anger
soul.
in their soul can be easily
You
manipulated.
almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
Damn.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Yeah, so we get our new mechanic. First of all, we lose our health upgrades because we just gave up the soul, you know? We gave up a part of our soul to fix the blade. Why are we not taking it is beyond me. However, now I can call it just like that.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin,
I'll tell you after.
reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
I don't know, I guess we'll find out. However, as I was saying, the Reaver, no matter how much soul power I got or I don't got, I can summon the Reaver by double tapping E, just like that. And now, every time I swing the Reaver, you see that thing that's filling up? The more that fills up, the more damage it does. And if you kill someone with the Reaver, the soul goes straight to the Reaver. Not in me, in the Reaver. And if the Reaver gets overcharged, it sucks a chunk out of my my soul power. That's how it works. So now I have to balance damage and my own soul power in the Reavers, you know. There we go. You see it enters the Reaver. So now also, as you can see, I'm periodically losing soul power again. The Reaver no longer sustains me. We're no longer like it's not a symbiotic weapon anymore. Now it's its own entity. Struggling for control.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here, and then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become, and a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
Okay, there we go. Die, fiend! Okay, so I should also use regular weapons here to get a little bit of soul for myself. There we go. I'll eat that soul. Perfect. Chuck that weapon. I like using the Reaver. It's just that you gotta be careful about not overfeeding it now. So we'll try that. That's why you can activate it so fast and you can deactivate it so fast. You're meant to like deactivate it before you kill the enemy if you're about to, you know. What are these rats? Can you kill the rats? Yeah, I didn't think so. So it improves on the combat. You can use the Reaver whenever you want. It improves on the combat in that way, and I just went back. Whatever. It improves on the combat, and that way I can use the Reaver whenever I want. The only problem is the fact that they have taken away much of my reach in this part of the game, and I have to rely much more on locking onto targets now to actually, you know, do something. There we go. So where are we going? This way? Yeah, this way. The movement in this game is also smoother and it's less jerky, so you can make more precise movements, as you can maybe notice. This is one of those, it is just like it looks, right? Okay, I heard get him, but I am not seeing like an enemy to kill, so what's up? How are you gonna get me if you're not here to get me? Okay, looks like we're going this way. The walking animation seems to have changed as well here.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
I would not disappoint him. Okay, alright. Well, we can swim, so we'll just go ahead and swim. We can still glide. So yeah, here we go. Yeah. Still the same swimming. Still can move the mouse while swimming, which is a little bit annoying.
This arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Yeah, so it's a checkpoint basically, but yeah, if you die completely, you restore yourself here. Yeah, you gotta remember, Raziel is completely immortal. He can't be truly killed unless you like absorb a soul or something, I guess, but other than that, he cannot be killed. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of the graphics underwater, and I still can't move my mouse freely, and it seems like I'm swimming slower in this game. Alright, I spared you most of the swimming section.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
So these are the teleports, basically. Not only they're a safe spot, you can save your game now anytime you please. You see, no save option. You can save on Soul Reaver 1, you could save your game anytime you please. Here, you can save your game anytime you please. You can save it there, and there are also teleports. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, what do you want from me? Oh, okay.
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place.
Naturally.
Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Naturally, of course, it's gonna lead for full circle. Look at how much soul decay we're getting. Okay, I hit her enough, so now I'm a finisher myself, so I can get the soul. You see, just like that. Okay, I did not mean to jump. I meant to... Okay, you see that? Like, it's a balance. So you gotta be careful, because, like, I'm running out of soul power myself.
2 arms!
2 arms! Oh, yeah, right, this guy shoots. Dude. Oh, my God. Oh, 2 hits? Really? I thought you could survive 2 hits from the Reaver, man. Okay, there we go. He survived. Okay, good. Give me your soul. Okay, thank you. Oh no. Oh no, I fucked up. I gotta get better at this. I'll pick up a weapon. I really need soul power. I gotta stop using the soul reaver for a bit, at least. I gotta get some, oh my god, that was a lot of... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you telling me every hit of the Reaver reaches their soul and it makes it less potent for when I consume it? Is that what's happening? Okay, now let me give it a shot. Okay, 1 hit. Does it make it less potent if I'm hitting him with a Reaver? If so, I mean, that's kind of cool, but that makes it so that I still don't want to use my Reaver, probably, if I'm not on, like, max health. What the fuck was that? There we go. Not sure what this is, or if it's significant. There's one! Okay, my Hadoukens aren't Soulkins, I guess. They're not as good. Oh! Can you, like, throw this weapon? Like, jeez. I hate how they got rid of the quick throw. Okay. Stab. Stab. Can you, like, stab? Okay. Okay, no, I don't know. That was weird. Maybe some souls are higher quality or lower quality, but you can definitely hit them with the Reaver a few times and then switch to your claws, basically.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Yeah. Raziel starting to see that it's not good versus bad like it seems. Okay, I keep trying to dash and I end up doing that instead. Okay. How about that? Get one-shotted. Okay. Oh, I gotta hold it, dude. I see. Okay. Here we go. Kick the door open. Style on him real quick.
The pillars of Nosgoth. Pristine.
Ah, yes, the pillars.
And uncorrupted.
Going up to infinity and beyond.
I had never beheld them in this undefiled state. Yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars,
Kain
was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Oh.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Yeah, of course
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me?
Yes!
Mobius trolls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the Pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these Pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nutraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nutraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit.
Dude, I don't want to
Your
speak.
Reckless
This is
indignation
speak storytelling
led you
right here.
I counted on it. There's no shame.
Just keep
in
watching
it,
and
Raziel.
listening.
Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree, then, that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
The pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Hell yeah. There's always a way out. Suppose a coin lands on its edge. These cutscenes are so long and I don't want to speak through them at all.
I didn't know what impulse
It's peak
stayed my hand,
storytelling.
why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
No? Go to Spectral. It looks climbable though. Okay, fine, I'll go to Spectral. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Anyway, as I was trying to say, the cutscenes are long, but they're so story rich. I don't want to speak through them at all. Like, I don't want to say a word. I just want you to witness. The fact I'm playing this mostly so you get to witness it. Okay, die. I need your soul. In the spectral realm, the soul Reaver though, oh my god, where did all these come from? Damn. There's so many souls just ready for the taken.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Yeah, the crows. Look at how you see how the crows like disappear in soul power. So yeah, this game is very story rich, and the only reason I'm playing this game is I've played it myself before.
From the look of it, this door
I
had
just
been
want to
sealed for
show it to
centuries.
you.
I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
The Soul Reaver.
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
So yeah, I've played this before, and it's just good story. I want to support Legacy of Kain. Honestly, it's amazing storytelling. I wish the game would return with sequels or prequels or, you know, something. Oh, they shoot! Okay, well that's... I gotta be careful. Okay, they don't drop souls, and even if they did, the Reaver would have ate them. They're like specters. Ooh, I gotta turn off the blade or I'll lose soul power. It's gotta cool down a little bit. If I fill it to max, it's gonna take a portion of my soul power, basically. Damn, can you like die? Jesus! Thank you. That was one stubborn shadow. Raziel. Someone saying my name.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images, a great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
Uh-oh. We know that voice. There it is.
Do not be deceived.
The Elder God.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Your silence was refreshing, but it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You will
Squid.
prove willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form, but if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
Uh-oh. Manipulation at its finest. When someone's angry, they're easily manipulated. And that's what they're trying to do. How many save slots do I have? Infinite? Maybe I should make a new save slot on every, like... That'd be smart. Yeah. I'll do that. Soul Reaver 2 is filled with much more storytelling and cutscenes and voice acting, which I love. This is the strong suit of this game. And we're starting to witness Raziel as he tries to like discover his free will and figure out what is the truth. You know, everybody so far has been telling Raziel, you know, do this, do that. But he wants to discover the truth. So far, Raziel has been, you know, simply, dare I say, manipulated, right? I mean, perhaps not manipulated, you know, but that's for you to decide once you see the story. However, I'm trying to say that so far, everybody's been telling Raziel what to do. You know what I mean? And he's trying to actually learn for once what is the truth. Alright, so let's kill these shadows. There we go. Stab, stab, stab. We're running out of soul power here, though. Oh. Where am I going from here? That's the question. Down? No, it couldn't be down, could it? I just came from down. Okay. Didn't I just come from here? Like... Okay, I can still climb. But didn't I come from here? Isn't this where I came from? Oh, there we go. That's what happens. You see how it sucked away from my soul power when I overfed the Reaver? That's what happens. Alright, I just searched for the better part of like 30 minutes or something, and I found nothing in there that I can do. So I guess I'm done with this place. I came here just to... Whoops. I came here just to talk to the Elder God. Feed yourself 30 times, sure. There we go. Sucky, sucky. Perfect. Alright. Just wanted to fill myself up real quick. So yeah, I guess that's all we came for here. So we're going back to see if there's anywhere else we can go to from here. But yeah, as I was trying to say, this game is pretty story driven, and I've played it before. I'm mostly playing it to show it to you because I think this is such a great game, to be honest with you. And I really enjoy talking about it, making videos on it, sharing it. Even though the gameplay might frustrate me sometimes, it was never like... the gameplay was never the main strong suit of this game. You know, it sounds weird because it's supposed to be a game, and yet that's how it is. It's not... The gameplay wasn't its strongest suit. The strongest suit of this game was atmosphere and storytelling, you know? Think about it like a game, like a book, but translated into a game. So, yeah. In Soul Reaver 2, we have a bigger world, we have a lot more cutscenes, and we have a lot more story. In fact, just in this first part, look at how much answers we got for a lot of the things that we're doing here. Okay, looks like we're going this way. Why? What's this? Oh my god, you just had to stab me, didn't you? There you go, you get 2 strikes, and then I finish you off with my hands. Stab! Give me your soul. Thank you. Alright, but with all that said, I think we do need to do something here. I feel like we're missing, I don't want to spoil it. I know what we need to get an upgrade. I'll spoil that much. We need to get an upgrade, but I don't know where exactly do you get this upgrade. I think we gotta get it there because like There's nowhere else that we can go right now. We're locked pretty much without this upgrade. So I guess we do need to go back there. You know how it is in this game. When in doubt, go in the spectral mode. And see if there's anything down here. In the spectral mode. Also, it seems like the spectral mode changes a little bit in here. It changes in the way that it's not so much teal as it is purpley now for some reason. Ooh, damn man, I'm lost in this place. Like, I don't remember where I need to go. I think I haven't checked only one place. I'll go check it real quick. It's like down here, and this is why I do not like swimming at all, because I can't look. I can't move my mouse at all. I have to look in the direction that he's swimming. I don't understand why they made it like that. It's very bad. It feels very bad, and the swimming is slowed down as well. Okay, so yeah, so we can go up here. Okay, I thought so. I looked everywhere, but the one place I didn't look, that's where it turned out that we can move forward, I guess. If this even is forward. We gotta keep swimming. As I said, the gameplay is not the strongest suit of this game. However, I'll deal with the gameplay and you enjoy the story, because the story is like peak story. I don't know what to tell you. It's peak story. Nothing is like it seems.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
In time, you might. Checkpoint. Okay, dude, that's rude. That's rude. Don't call me a fiend, okay? Ow. Ow. Dude, move. Okay, there we go. And now you get the Reaver. Dude, how many hits? There we go. Looks like it's still not a good idea to lock in. I mean, not lock in as in focus. I mean, lock in on an enemy. To run around them and to hit them with the Reaver, it still seems to be the best strategy, just like Soul Reaver 1. The block, I don't see myself using the block really, because why would you sit there? And you can block every attack. You can block the heavy attacks. So... Boom! Damn, Raziel! He doesn't skip leg day, does he? Oh? Do you know who that is? I know who that is. I won't tell you.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him.
Oh, he does tell us.
First,
it is
I needed to
Vorador.
find some means of reaching that terrace.
It is Vorador. Vorador is stalking us. So we'll go ahead and stalk him in return. Wait, am I going back, or I can never tell with this game after the cutscene? I'm always a little bit discombobulated. I came from here, right? No? Yes? No? Anyone? Yeah, I think I remember jumping these rocks. Okay, so when the Reaver is hungry, 3 hits. It probably does it. When he's not so hungry, I'm guessing 2. So 1, 2. Okay, no, 2 was too much. So 1. 3 only when it... 2 when it's fully hungry. So 1 hit. Okay, you get 1 hit. Let's go. Boom. And now I finish you off with my hands. There we go. Stab. Give me your soul.